Got to get it, Papa. Well, here I am, and I'm in a special place in Louisiana, in one of the oldest towns in the state. One of the oldest places in the state, just about. Not, I don't think it's the oldest, but it's pretty doggone close. And anyway, it's the town of Natchitoches. Say it with me, Natchitoches. Say it again, Natchitoches. Now spell it for me. Yeah, that's awful. So I'm gonna write it down here. It's gonna be right down below me for a second. Natchitoches. That's pronounced Natchitoches. Yes, indeed. Yeah, well, okay. Well, one reason I'm here is for this place. Yeah, look at that. Fort St. Jean-Baptiste. And it's a state historic site, and it's also on the El Camino Real de los Tejas National Historic Trail, which a long time ago I drove on part of that on my way into Texas. And it was the way they traded way back in the day when there wasn't too much here. And let's see, take a look over here. I'll try not to get run over. I am off the road, but I'm right near the road. But yeah, that's the official sign. The Fort St. Jean-Baptiste State Historic Site. And it's part of the Cane River National Heritage Area. So, now we got all the formalities out of the way. Let's see where we're going. There's this building over here. I'm in here. I broke through the chain, and but I'm here, and I wanted to come here for a long time, and I used to keep missing it. I would come on a day when it was closed or something. Yeah, this is right when you walk in. There's a big loom up here. I'm sorry. And it's kind of neat. Behind it, there's like actually a blueprint of the fort there. This is pretty cool. And they do demonstrations and stuff like that when you're here at the right time. There's some artifacts and things. And look at that. That's a powder horn there. But look at that. You know, people in Louisiana used to wear wooden shoes sometimes for the right occasion. And let's see. These are actually reproductions of items normally located in the fort. And that's neat. Oh, and there's like some little compasses and a spyglass so you can see where you're going. Anybody knows what this ting is? That ting right there, that white ting with the little ting inside it? That's a mortar and a pestle. And who knows which one's which? Which one's the mortar and which one's the pestle? That's the test. There'll be we'll quiz you on that later if I can remember to. And that's just like a little pot that you can cook stuff in, I think. And it's got a cool handle on it. And these are all my technical, historical terminology and everything. So if you're taking notes, yeah, good luck. Let's see what's around the corner here. Ooh, there's a guy. That's the commandant. Was a guy. He would have been in charge of the fort. And there's some weapons and rifles and stuff. Flintlocks. yeah, we can take a good close look at it. You can see what how they work. That's the flintlock part. This is the trigger. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Everybody knows what a trigger is, pretty much. But that's the part that's kind of different. So you'd have to prime it and everything. You'd have to push all that stuff down in the barrel and your bullet and all that, and some gunpowder and stuff. And this would actually make a little spark when it would hit, and set the gunpowder off, and paya, it would shoot all over the place. And yeah, if you're in the wrong place when they shoot that, it would hurt you a little bit. And look this. That's a big model of the area. Let's see. Oh, they got some cool buttons you can push. See where the fort is today. I'm pushing that. Yeah, see way down there. I'm gonna let go, and the light's gonna go away. That fork on the river, that's where the fort is. Watch, I'll come around and show y'all. Right on there. But look that. I believe that was the old location of it. And you can see where the trails ran and everything. I always like the maps and stuff like this, because it shows like where the buildings were and all that kind of stuff, and where the rivers were. And look, there's a big log jam in the river right here. And that's a problem. A lot of rivers in Louisiana were like that back in the day. This is like the area around the fort. What it used to be like. They had the guys coming in to trade. See the giant finger about to hit them? They'll come in, and that's a dugout canoe. And they would come with all their stuff to trade. And they had the church back there. This is kind of the village area. This is where the regular folks live. And they had a blacksmith down here, and a kiln and all that stuff. And look, they're working on a guy right there. He's working on a oh, what do you call it? Not the cradle, but basically that was what a cannon would fit on. And then there's the farm back there, growing some corn and stuff. And look this. That's the fort itself. Let's go up in the air, and you can look down on that. See that? It wasn't a huge fort. This is a frontier fort, like the kind of stuff they had when George Washington was just a regular soldier guy and stuff like that. That was the kind of forts they made, a stockade sort of thing. They point those logs and stick them in the ground and everything, and build some little places behind them so you can stand up there and shoot down at people. And you punch some holes in the side so you can make your cannons go through. Here's when they're making some more for expansion and that kind of thing. Yeah, and check this out. This is some typical kind of things that would come through to be traded and stuff like that. You had cool stylish hats, and you had stylish bags and pouches and things like that to keep stuff in. See, they didn't have fanny packs back in the day, but this is what they would do. And this cool trade belt deal. Let's see, that's all the beads. They would trade firearms and stuff like that. And there's some typical kind of ways to get around the river until you hit a big log jam. But that was a good barge down there. You can see they had some barrels loaded up on it and stuff. And there's a dugout. Dugouts are lots of fun. And it was cool because sometimes when they make those, because that was made out of one big log, one big piece of wood, and they would actually burn parts of it, like to get the hollowed out part where you could sit in there, and they would burn it, and then you had to watch it and stop it when it got to the right place and all, and it helped as far as digging that out because that was a lot of work. But they had some really long ones like that. They could fit a couple of guys in and stuff. And there's a little bit fancier boat. If you had a river that was big enough, you could put a sail on it, on your boat, and float around like that. And look at them. That's the chateau. The chateau were the Indian tribe in the area, this part of Louisiana. And that's where they would go to trade and stuff like that. And they would get the scoop. The settlers would get the scoop on what's going on in the area as far as the territory, the terrain, where the rivers go, where other people were, and stuff like that. And it's a little model, a little simplified version of what a village would have been like. And they're really cool huts. And look at that, that's a wedding. A wedding going on around 1758. That's before the United States was the United States. In case you don't know, 1758 was still pretty early. But yeah, they said I can go find the fort if I go out these doors, unless they were just trying to get me out of the building. Let's go out here and see. I gotta go this side. There we go. Let's see. There's a lot of ramps and stuff. And I'll stop right here for a second because you see that river right there. Now I'm losing all my bearings and stuff, but that's not the Red River. That's the Cane River, I believe, that goes past Natchitoches. And watch, I'm gonna fall down the steps here. Oh, ow, oh, ow, 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 oh. I'm okay. And look at that. Well, that's like a little log cabin. Sort of house ting. See who's in there. Anybody home? Nope, nobody's home right now, but we can look in there. I'm just not gonna go in there and bother their stuff. But there's the bed. They don't have a little mattress, but they would probably make some kind of a mattress to go on top of that with some blankets and stuff. And there's some wooden shoes back there. Some pots and things, some different cooking tools. Look at that. And there's even a lantern up at the top. Get you some light in there at night. There's a cool chair somebody made. Yeah, it's pretty cool back here because this is like right in the middle of the town of Natchitoches. I mean, it's literally in town, and you look around and it's like woods. There's a bridge. I'm going over the bridge back there in a little while to get to the fort. But I mean, you can hear some cars passing, like where I parked. Now all that traffic that's right over there, and it's right over that way. And you know, don't hear too much. Doesn't disturb you too much out here. So let's see what's over the bridge. This might be a troll bridge. Let's see if there's any trolls underneath it. Just so there's not a no-headed troll like that that Renfest deal. If there's a no-headed troll, I'm out of here. So that thing was dangerous. But don't tell them that. I know there's the forts around here someplace, but like the bridge is back there. I don't know. The fort's around here somewhere. I don't have a clue as usual, but I guess I'm gonna get to the fort pretty soon. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute, behind this tree. It was behind this tree the whole time. Look that. Look that. There's a fort. It snuck up on me. I swear I never saw it. Look, there's a cannon right in front. Look that. But look this. 1700s era fort. Let's see what's going on. This is the guardhouse. So this is where all the dudes used to sleep. You know, if you use that kind of hip lingo. Yeah. Man, it had a big old fireplace. There's a table they could have their grub. And some bunk beds. And look at these things. Some spears they could. I'm probably using the wrong words, but you know, you shouldn't expect much more than that. But yeah, man, that's some rough hewn wood there. I guess I'll just kind of wander around a little bit. Let's watch. Let's look in somebody's window and see what happens. Oh, now this must be the store. I'm gonna go around where the door is like normal people do and look and see, because I think there's a sign that tells us what this is. But I would think this is like the fort provisions and stores, because there's even there's a little barrel with some wine in it. Might have to have me a little taste of that. We'll see what happens. I have to find my mug. Let's see. Oh, the warehouse, the magazine, le magazine. Yep. Here we go. Oh, and here's all the prices. So remember, if you need a small cask of peas, of petits pois, you can get them for 5 livres, if that's how you say it. Oh, and they got some fancy shoes in here. That's like some lacing up kind of shoes, because they got some wooden ones too. Those are fancy because they have like a saddle. It's kind of the saddle Oxford of wooden shoes. Maybe that's when they were invented. But yeah, you can get you a barrel of sugar. You can get you a barrel of wine. Have a partay, if the commandant will allow it. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Let's see what's next door. I think, yeah. Something tells me that this is a church or a chapel. And I'm gonna be impolite and look through the window, but let's go around to the door and see. Oh, look, there's a kiln. That's either for making bread, probably for making bread. I was thinking cooking stuff. Here's the church. It's very nice in here. Everything's set up for mass. That's the stockade, the colonnade, whatever you want to call it. That'll keep all the bad guys out. Let's see. I'm gonna walk around this side now. We'll see what's going on. Oh, this is the firewood. Yeah, whoever got to work in here had a lot of fun. Let's see what else we got. Oh, somebody left the back door open. Oh, these are closed up. Look at the big locks on them too. Probably shouldn't do this, but I'll give y'all a sneak peek. This is exclusive. This is an exclusive only on Looked At. Unless they don't want me doing this, I'm gonna get in trouble. So have a look over the window, over the door. I mean, tell me what's in there when you see. Because there's a fireplace out here. And I'm not sure what's in there either. Yep, Looked At exclusive. Look behind the scenes. This is the storehouse, where the keeper of the stores would be. You keep you in check if you were wanting a little bit too much. Anybody know what this is? I think that's water. Yo. I think that's how you say it. Something like that. This is the bedroom. All the comforts of home. You got your bed. You got a box to put your cool stuff in, your collectibles. All your action figures and stuff, you see. You keep them in a box under your bed. You got your desk for doing all your homework. And you probably keep your laptop in there unless you're using it, you know. Put all your important things in there. And and you got one of those too. Yeah, what's that for? Ow. I'm not supposed to talk about that. Let's see, I want to see what's outside. When you go out the secret door over here. This conveniently left open for me. It's the woods, just like in the olden days. But I'll go over here a little bit, and you can see where this tree's all crashed down. See out there? There's some water. That's the river. It goes right by. And here's the fort. See, and that would be, even between, well, they block them though on the inside. So you can't like stick your hand in there and get somebody. You know, you might think you could at first, but it doesn't really work that way. But once you get up above this part, you got some gaps, you can stick your gun through there and paya, you can pop somebody good. It's sneaking up on you. And this one's got even more places to poke your guns through. See right there? Paya, paya. You know, you can keep them back with that. And even like right here, the angle them. So see, that's the fort right there. If anybody's like trying to get over the wall or something right there, you can pop them good. Pop them, partner. Take care of that. There ain't no messing with this. Ain't no messing with this. Let's see, so that's where we just came back in. And I think this is the Grand Chateau. This is where the big boss stayed, I think. And they had plenty of room. Nice big tables and everything. 1700s. Yeah. They got a fancy chair in here. Let's see check the map and see what's going on map-wise in the 1700s. Let's see, we're over here. That's the Mississippi River, the mighty Mississippi. And there's the Great Confluence. I forgot what they call it. Wait, is that it? Somewhere up here. I think that's it. The Great Convergence I went to a long time ago, where the big rivers come together and you see 3 states at one time and all kind of stuff like that. That was pretty neat. All part of our country, the United States. And there's a big secret room up top. It's so secret, I'm not even going to try to show you because I know I'll get in trouble if I show that. Well, let's go. There's one more building in the fort to look at. I think this is mostly where all the soldiers would stay. Because I see some more bunk beds in here. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, table. Oh man, somebody left his cup here. Hey man. The wooden shoes over there. And have those fancy tennis shoes and stuff like that. $200 tennis shoes. Who ever heard of that? Look at this bed. Man, you could line them up on that. You better be comfortable with the person you're sleeping next to, though. I guess that's what that is. I'll have to look it up. That's where you keep all your muskets and your ramrods and your all that stuff, your spears and everything. Oh, the guy scared me. Hey man, oh look, he's got this one all fixed up, and there's a guy wrapped up in that one. You see that? That's Jean-Claude, and that's Jean-Luc Picard. You can tell because he's wearing his red hat, so because he's bald and he's a little self-conscious about it, but he's trying to eat. And we're standing here staring at him while he's trying to eat. I'm trying to eat. A little privacy, please. Gosh. Get away from me. Okay. Let's see, these barracks are all closed up, so we can't see inside those. But this is pretty cool. This is pretty neat. A genuine 1700s, 1750s fort right here in the middle of Louisiana.